Unfortunately, we don't have a y equals or an x equals, so I have to change one of these to that. So I just look for the easiest one. This y is by itself. So my thought process is make this y equals, because this one I would have to divide by 5. If I did the x's, I'd have to divide by 3, divide by 2. But this one, it's just a y. So that's the one I'm going to change. So if I have 3x minus y equals 19. To get the y equals, I'm going to move the 3x over. So that's going to give me, well, I just need to make sure you guys can see that. So that crosses out, so I have negative y equals negative 3x plus 19. Okay, so I got rid of my 3x on this side through subtraction. I'm left with negative y. Brought it over here, still through subtraction, but they're not like terms, so I just put them side by side. Because again, you have to have y equals mx plus b form. Now, I don't want a negative y, so I'm going to divide everything by negative 1. So it gives me 3x minus 19. So really, anytime you divide by a negative 1, you're just switching the signs. So now if those are both negative, it becomes positive, and if those are one of each, it becomes, if that's a positive 19, it becomes a negative 19. So now I have my y equals. So now I can use this equation and plug it in to my second equation. So anywhere I see the y, I'm going to put 3x minus 19. So I have 2x plus 5 times 3x minus 19 equals negative 10. Okay, so if I do my distributing, I have 2x plus 15x, and then positive 5 times negative 19. I want to do that off to the side. 19 times 5, oops, is 95. So negative 95 equals negative 10. All right, here's my like terms. So I have 17x. I'm going to add 95 to both sides. Negative 10 plus 95, that's one of each, so we're going to subtract, so I get 85. And 95 is bigger and it's positive, so it's positive 85. Divided by 17. All right, so 85 divided by 17. You guys can use your multiplication chart. I'm going to use my whiteboard here because I don't have my multiplication chart. And I get 17 times 5, so x is 5. Okay, once you find out one variable, you can use that to plug in to find the other variable. I'm going with the easiest looking equation, so I'm going to plug it into the first one. So I have 3 times 5 minus y equals 19. 15 minus y equals 19. Get rid of the 15. So I have negative y equals 4. But I can't have a negative, so I'm going to divide them by 1, or negative 1. So I have a negative 4. So my final answer is 5, negative 4. Okay, the next one, I'm kind of out of room, so I'm going to put it on another piece of paper. So I apologize for that. Okay. Next one. I don't have anything in x equals or y equals form, But if I look at my 4 terms, this one right here would be my easiest. So I'm going to change the second one to be a y equals. So I'm going to take the 2x plus y equals 12, and I'm going to make it a y equals. So I'm going to get rid of the 2x. So I have y equals negative 2x plus 12. So now I have my y equals, because remember, one of these has to be y equals or x equals. So since I changed the second one, then I have to use this to go into the first one. So anywhere I see a y, I'm going to replace it with negative 2x plus 12. So I have 4x. Can you guys see this? Okay, just making sure you can all see it. I have 4x minus 7 times negative 2x plus 12 equals 24. Okay. So now if I do my distributing here, the 4x stays. Negative 7 times negative 2 is positive 14x. Negative 7 times positive 12 is negative 84. These two give me 18x. Add 84, add 84. 108. Now, if you looked at your multiplication chart, you would look to see what you multiply 18 by to get 108, and your answer would be 6. Okay. Now that I solved for x, I need to use that to solve for y. So I'm going to look for my easiest. It doesn't really matter since there's no fractions, but let's just go with the second one. So that means I'm going to do 2 times 6 plus y equals 12. 2 times 6 plus y equals 12. Because I know that x is 6 now, so I'm just putting it in. So I have 12 plus y equals 12. To solve for y, I'm going to subtract. So y equals 0. So your final answer is 6, 0. Okay, just a couple, 2 or 3 more.